Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the City Council meeting of August 15th, 2024. I'll ask the clerk to call the roll.
Mayor Patricelli.
Present.
Councilman Dawes. Here. Councilwoman Diamond.
She's on vacation right now, a family vacation, and it was a pre-planned vacation that she had, so she apologizes for not being able to be here, but wishes us well. And she wishes Melique Garcia well, too, as well. Okay. All right. With the roll, I'll ask everyone to please stand and we'll say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Normally we don't have TV cameras or press or whatever here for other than sometimes not the best reasons. But anyway, we have a special presentation that we'd like to make today, and it's for Melique Garcia. So I'd ask Marlene if you mind coming up forward here. Melique Garcia is a resident, or former resident here in Watervliet. Grew up here in Watervliet, attended Watervliet High School. Graduated from Watervliet High School. Was a track coach here, and has represented the Honduran country in the 2024 Olympics. This is kind of a very, very unique, rare, occasion that we had. We're really in some ways so excited to see that, we have somebody from Watervliet here, that was in the Olympics. And I can't tell you how happy we are, for you, for the residents, is the people that, you taught, in school, but also for the little kids that have seen you as much, along the line. As I said, he grew up here a long time ago. I don't remember him as a kid, but now I do know the connection that we have with him. I was also a track star. I was talking earlier in high school. Yes, nobody else here knows that. I ran track.
Check that record.
You can fact check it myself. I came in second in a major race of 2 people. So I do know what you went through. Not really at all. So first, what I'd like to do is, I know that Assemblyman McDonald has to go, and I'd like him to come up and say a couple words for you and talk to you.
Thank you, Mayor, and good afternoon, everybody. And Melique, congratulations, and what a great experience. We were discussing what it was like, the hospitality and the accommodations you did or did not have, and the fact that you were able to see LeBron and you were able to see many of the performances. It's interesting, the Mayor's right, it's not often that we have individuals from the capital region in the Olympics. I can think back maybe 9 years ago, one of the Pompey girls participated in track and field, and if you know or not, when my cousin Fred, or Harry Mayor, used to be the decathlon coach. He coached 2 Olympic decathlon gold medals. And the reason I mention that is listening to him tells me how much work you have to put into it. And there's a lot of individual time, a lot of individual sacrifice that is part of this. And our hats off to you, and congratulations. And thank you for being a great citizen that you are.
I do want to acknowledge that the Senator Ashby was here, presented with a proclamation himself, but he had a lead as well as John has to lead. So I'd like to now ask for Albany County executives, Mike, come on up.
Thank you, Mayor. I'll add a little bit more to your growing pile of paper and proclamations. On behalf of County Executive Dan McCoy, congratulations It's an incredible achievement. I think for me, what amazes me most about Olympic athletes is kind of what you were saying earlier when we were talking outside was you're going to take a week off, you're going to get back after it, and you're also going to go to your job, you know, full-time job. And so you're a professional athlete, but you're also juggling a great many things. And I think that shows the dedication. You know, you're talking about how, you know, maybe the guys from USA Basketball got to stay in a different place. You know, that goes to show the level of dedication above and beyond what even they have to put into things, and your love for what you do. I have two insane children, and I would like to think that when they grow up, and perhaps if they have a love for physical activity as you do, that they'll have the dedication that you do. And we heard you talk about how you coach and things of that nature, and those are the type of things that I think Olympians bring to the table that others do not. So congratulations, thank you, welcome back. Hopefully your bed's a little better now that you got back. And thank you very much. Here's a proclamation from the county and a coin from Albany County as well. Okay? All right, thank you.
Everybody? Melique, is home proclamation open?
Oh, yeah.
I was a little worried.
I was just going to say.
Thank you.
Thanks, man. Thank you. Also, all right, now for the save the best for last, I suppose. I'm sorry. Malik, I want to. Oh, that'd be good here. Malik, I'd like to read the proclamation from the city of Watervliet. Whereas Melique Garcia was born on June 18, 1992. Wow. Whereas Melique was a four-sport athlete at the Watervliet High School, participating in football, wrestling, indoor and outdoor track and field. He graduated with honors in 2010, and he has coached football and track at Watervliet High School. And whereas in 2010, Melique helped lead the Cannoneers to the state title in the 400 relay event in the New York State, Association on October outdoor track and field division and championship meet. And whereas Melique was on to complete the SUNY Cobleskill and SUNY Portland, where he was named team MVP at both schools. During his collegiate career, he captured numerous championships and was a five-time NCAA Division III All-American. And whereas being of Honduran American descent, Lee competed in the 2024 Summer Olympics in Paris on the Honduras Summer Olympics team. Now, therefore, I, Charles V. Patricelli, Mayor of the City of Watervliet, do hereby recognize, commend, and honor Melique Garcia for his accomplishments. I further proclaim August 15, 2024 as Melique Garcia Day in the City of Watervliet. Also, I have a couple of little things for you as well. Okay? Just in case you didn't get enough of Paris, there's a little shirt here with our seal on it, the Paris Olympic. All right, nice. And your Honduran flag. All right? Very good. There you go. All right, that's one. The last one. This is a pin for the City of Watervliet. All right, you can keep and wear if you want to. And just a little other tribute. One of the City of Watervliet Christmas ornaments that was just this past year. So just something from the City of Watervliet. All right, and I want to ask you to say a few words, and I'll take that from you, and you can go ahead. You can go right here.
Honestly, it's a lot. I would just want to say that I'm honored to have this opportunity. I'm honored to have been a coach for Watervliet and to have the opportunity just to be able to help the community grow in any aspect. Oh, look at that. I just want to say, wow, that's kind of loud. I just want to say thank you to the City of Watervliet for being there, supporting me from the time I started kindergarten here and all the way through my high school career. Thank you for those that have attended also. It's really an honor to be recognized by the Senate and by the City of Watervliet for my accomplishments. And quite honestly, I can't take all the credit myself. My mother was a good impact on my life, and I just have to thank God for having that type of parent in my life to stay on my back and to make sure that I'm staying on the right path. And so I hope that this achievement a lot of the youth in Watervliet sees, and they don't stop pursuing their dreams and their goals, and they can see it doesn't matter the timing, as long as they keep the consistency and have the love and the passion, they can achieve anything that they set their minds to. So thank you, Mayor, and thank you everybody for the City of Watervliet Council.
If you're not busy tomorrow afternoon, we're having a pool party. And at there, I can have you sit at a table and sign autographs. All right, I think the kid, and it's going to be a lot of kids. I think they like the meet you. Yeah. All right. If you go to 12 to 3, 12 o'clock at the pool. At the pool. All right. Congratulations. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Next order of business we'll have, if anybody really wants to hear the rest of the meeting, you're welcome to stay. But the next order of business will be reading in the minutes of the previous meeting.
Make a motion to dispense with minutes.
Congratulations.
Let the record show that we know. He will go. The record will show that.
All right. We'll move on to the report of officers and committees.
All right, so I just have a couple items here this evening. Paving on 19th Street will continue. We're going through the milling process, and we fixed all the manholes and valve covers. The paving will commence Monday night on the 19th of August and go through the daytime of the 21st. Our municipal pool is closing on the 23rd. Visitation has been equal to or just a little bit below last year. We know there is an end of the year party tomorrow on the 16th, and I believe that starts at 1 o'clock?
Noon.
Noon. So we look to see a lot of people there. We talked before about the SCADA system at the Hydro. The 1993 software system had gone out. We were able to find a compatible piece to it, brand new in the box. That'll be here tomorrow and installed. Our fingers are crossed that the software will stay running with it. We were told by the company that in fact it will. So we hope our hydro will be back up and running by 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Specs for the heating system for this building are due tomorrow, and we will share them at the next council meeting so we could advance forward on that repair. Firehouse study that's been out, the RFQ, is also due tomorrow, and that's going to be a study of the city of Watervliet and response time and fire department needs and where a suitable firehouse could potentially be in the future in the city of Watervliet. We completed all the demolition bids last week, The first order of business will be the 16th Street garage. And we have to look at underneath that, the infrastructure underneath that tunnel or that alleyway. There's a sewer tunnel there. So before we open that up through to passage for the continued use of the garbage truck, I'll get the integrity study on that sewer tunnel. But right now, Albany County has 409 3rd Avenue, 1336 4th Avenue, 2330 Broadway, and 508 14th Street in a request to demo. Albany County now is looking at approving all the demolitions prior to, as they make us whole for all the cost for demolition processing from the city. Okay, bid for the parking lot tomorrow is also due for the dead end 11th Avenue by AOH and the Arsenal. So hopefully that will be before the board to accept the bids for the removal of that parcel of city land into residential or business hands. And that will do everything at this point in time. Unless there's any questions.
No,
Monday, that was my very first thing. Monday, yeah, 19th, yes.
I know you said that, I just didn't.
Yeah.
Joe, a few other questions we had, or I had, that we were going to talk about too, was that at one of the previous initial council meetings, and I sent this as an email, but I never got an answer back, was the millings. We were going to use the millings in the alleys. Was that done?
We did use millings for all the alley aprons on 16th Street. We are actually talking to...
Can you use the mic too, Joe?
Yeah, so the millings all along 16th Street were used, where we did the milling on that and repaving on all the apron alley access points there. We also stockpiled millings on Louise's property. We're looking at an alley tomorrow. That is the one that goes right next to St. Bridget's, and we'll use majorities of millings there as well. So we did that one, and then we fully paved with using millings on the bottom on, I think it's the 13th Street alley that's between 7th and 8th, that alley there.
Okay. Is it all right to ask a few more questions on different issues? All right. Another issue that had been popping up is the garbage that's being left by the trucks if they're not in compliance. What's the procedure now being done about that?
I'm not quite sure. You're saying that
when a truck goes by,
being missed?
Well, there were a couple. One of them was on 25th Street, the other one was on Broadway. I sent you 2 emails on that, but I never got an answer back. I'm sure they probably got picked up, but why are the men leaving the garbage? Or is there a procedure that says they left the garbage and somebody's coming back to get it, or how is that being done?
Well, I think the one that I think was noted was the excessive garbage on 25th Street. I think Paul responded to that on it.
Yeah, but that's not that's
policy I know is that they pick everything up.
Right.
And they do them. And I think we'll have a greater conversation when we have that meeting with CSCA.
No,
No, it's about garbage, so we'll have a greater conversation.
we will have the conversation,
Yeah.
but like on the garbage on Broadway, there was a garbage. I sent it a picture. There was they picked up all the garbage on Broadway on 2400, 2401. Broadway there, but they left 3 or 4 bags of garbage on the ground. And so what's the procedure on that? Do they just leave it?
No, we know what the procedure is. We know the procedure is that they're to pick up everything.
Right.
That's what the procedure is. And right now, like I said, I think we're going to have a greater conversation with CSEA about this topic, because I can't answer that question as to why people are leaving it.
Yeah, but isn't it in order for them to do what you're told?
Yes.
Okay, all right, that's what I wanted to
Okay,
make sure.
yes.
It's an order that we're saying, all right.
Yes.
Also, a couple months ago or whatever, I think it was just before Chief Centeni, we were going to get a police report on the overtime.
Yes. Amanda and I, that's that for that, you could review. Amanda and I met with Chief Rice to go over that report.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the report for you. That's what we met with Chief Rice, and we'll be happy to answer any questions, when you guys get a chance to review it.
Okay. First I have to do this. When you get older, you can't see that. When you can't see that. I'll have to take a picture of it and okay. Huh?
Well, I would need glasses for that too.
Yeah, you would need something. The other issue that we have to talk about, and I know we've had several emails going back and forth on this, was the garbage trucks themselves leaving the sludge or whatever sludge on the ground. I never got an answer back, from anyone here about what we could do about it, because I'm not a garbage expert myself. I did call Cahoes and talk to Steve about it. He gave me to check the plugs. I go, okay, but didn't know what it was. And I know you had explained it to me.
Yeah.
I know we have someone here from in the audience right now that was also complaining about it. But it was kind of left for a long time, and what we have now is a resolution, right? We have a resolution to it?
We do have a resolution, and it's not uncommon that garbage trucks do spew that liquid
Right.
out. I mean, it happens in my neighborhood, and that's a private company. This has been excessive throughout our vehicles, that we have multiple trucks. So the plugs were missing, and we put the plugs in 2 of the 3 vehicles, because the 3rd vehicle right now is not even in our property, or in our DPW yard, because it's being worked on, but it will be fixed when it gets back. The 2 plugs are in. We used it one day, and then the pressure with compacting the garbage was pushing the liquid out through the gaskets. Those gaskets were resealed, so those 2 trucks, as it stands today, it's been 2 days of operation, and no complaints have been received at all. So the plugs are in, they're tightened, and the gaskets are fixed between the compactor and the truck body. And right now, like I say, no other complaints have been received.
And I appreciate that, and like that. But the one thing that concerned me the most with all the complaints that we received beforehand, wasn't that something that would have been, as a DPW's garage, being able to say, let's check the plugs?
To answer that question, that would have been
Right.
it would have been a logical thought process.
Because it's common. I mean, it's not like this is brand new with,
But when we had that conversation, as of, I think it was 10 days ago when I started getting the complaints.
well, we're getting complaints like for the past 6 months, but.
Okay, right, that's the time frame. But when I looked into it 10 days ago, because we were getting more
Right.
frequent calls, there were no plugs in the trucks, and the answer received was, we haven't had them in vehicles for years. So, to answer the question honestly, that would have been, yes, there's got to be a plug. That would have been a thought process, but the answer received was there hadn't been a plug in those trucks for years.
Okay.
So,
All right, moving on. Are we okay now with tree trimming?
With what?
We got a bid going out for the tree trimming?
yes.
Is it out yet?
Yeah, no, it has not gone out yet. I've been penning that tree bid. I looked at it with the one that we did 3 years ago, and that will probably be going out Friday or Monday. And it's citywide.
Right. Okay. Speed bumps on First Avenue, I know they're still in the city clerk's office, right?
They are still in the city clerk's office. The unfortunate thing with that is they had spikes that are probably 16 inches long, and they weren't the ones that I wanted. I wanted the ones that bolt in and bolt out. So I'm trying to find those type of ones, the bolts now that have the molly in it, that we can screw into the ground or core into the ground, and then just tighten it down each and every season, pull them away.
Is that speed bump a seasonal thing? Right?
Yes.
Yeah, they're going to go on in the fall, or they're going to come off in the fall, and they'll go back on in the spring.
Generator.
Yes, the generator, I have 2 questions to answer for Mr. Fassel, and that will go back to him, and then we should be moving forward.
Jermaine Church,
No answer on that.
no answer.
I have no follow-up on it as of yet.
Go ahead.
This is regarding the connection.
Yes.
I have an answer, but I don't think the answer would be appropriate in the public.
Okay,
But I'm happy to give it to you if you want to talk about an executive session.
fine. That'd be great. The street light on 19th Street, are we closer to doing the test model on that?
I'm drawing a blank on that one, Mayor.
Remember we were going to do a test on the street light on 5th Avenue and see how the traffic flow was?
Oh, I'm sorry. So it's the 19th Street, 5th Avenue traffic light.
Yes.
Not a street light, traffic light.
Traffic,
That was
right,
planned. We're
right.
trying to get that, we were trying to do that in September with it. I just have not followed up with Verity to see if we got it in parts.
Okay. And did we make out okay with the senior citizen thermostat yet? With, what's his name there? For the thermostat, it's a senior center for the heat.
I've talked to Centrica. I have not locked them down to a time frame when to come in.
Okay. That's all I have. All right. Okay. All right, we'll move into old business.
Your Honor, there is no old business on this evening's agenda.
All right, we'll move into new business then.
The first order of new business is ordinance number 2 for 2024. This is an ordinance of the City of Watervliet, New York, amending section 260-30C, sign locations of the code of the City of Watervliet.
I'll make a motion on ordinance number 2.
I'll second it.
This is a request to remove the sign at 1435 First Avenue. We received a request on July 23rd. Mr. Fargnoli and Mr. Harbour looked at it, and we have the recommendation to remove, and that's what the ordinance is for.
This is a handicap sign?
Yes. Okay. No other questions? Call the roll.
Councilman Dawes?
In favor.
Mayor Patricelli?
In favor.
Resolution number 36 for 2024 is a resolution approving a contractor consulting and facilitation services at Hudson Shores Park with reliable development consultant and authorizing Mayor Charles V. Patricelli to execute all required documents for the same.
I'll make a motion on resolution 36.
I'll second it.
And this one here is to hire Reliable Development Consulting to help us through the consulting feasibility solicitation of services for the restaurant at Hudson Shores Park. The scope of services, again, is to look at the feasibility, to aid the city in financials and seeing, again, the overall viability of a restaurant at the Hudson Shores Park.
Okay. No other questions? Call the roll.
Councilman Dawes?
Favor.
Mayor Patricelli?
In favor.
Resolution number 37 for 2024 is a resolution adopting an Americans with Disabilities Act and procedures for implementation.
Make a motion on resolution 37 for 2024.
I'll second it.
This one here was brought to us by the Division of Housing and Community Renewal. This is part of one of the requirements needed for the housing projects. I believe this is a one-time action that once this is approved, we probably won't be able to need this for future projects, but it's something we should have on board or on our records that we adopt the Americans with Disabilities Act.
Okay. Call the roll.
Councilman Dawes?
Favor.
Mayor Patricelli?
In favor.
Resolution number 38 for 2024 is a bond resolution dated August 8, 2024 of the Council of the City of Watervliet authorizing not to exceed $300,000 aggregate principal amount of serial general obligation bonds to finance the removal of existing underground fuel tanks and acquisition and installation of replacement above-ground gasoline and diesel fuel tanks at an estimated maximum cost of $300,000, levy of tax and annual installments and payment thereof, the expenditure of such sum for such purpose, and determining other matters in connection therewith.
I'll make a motion on resolution 38.
I'll second it.
As it states, the bond resolution is to pay for the work that's happening over at the fuel pad.
If there's no other comments, we'll call the roll.
Councilman Dawes?
Favor?
Mayor Patricelli?
In favor.
Resolution number 39 for 2024 is a resolution amending the contract for the play trail at Hudson Shores Park for the installation of a security gate under change order number 1 as part of the local waterfront revitalization plan, and authorizing Mayor Charles B. Patricelli to execute same.
I'll make a motion on resolution 39.
I'll second it.
I think I sent you the specs of this gate that we're using. This is going to be right before, in the front of the boathouse area. There are cars going down. Too far down. So one of the reasons why I requested a bid on this through the play trail system was there was a car probably about maybe 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago now, that was parked on the embankment, and the car was really like this. So I just was a little bit fearful of it. So this security gate will block any vehicles going down past the boathouse or anywhere close to the ramp for the river.
Did that also include that other fence on that first playground?
Yeah, that's already been part of the project. Yeah, so that one we did a meeting ago, 2 meetings ago, and that one's supposed to be installed at the same time this one was.
Okay. Okay, call the roll.
Councilman Dawes?
Favor?
Mayor Patricelli?
In favor.
Your Honor, that concludes the new business this evening.
All right. Appropriations and accounting, Amanda, anything?
I think we covered that with bond resolutions, Mayor.
The one other item that we had for this meeting too was to talk about the report on the phone system. You were going to make a report at this meeting? No?
He wasn't at the last council meeting, so.
No, that ain't my problem. I guess the answer is no.
I do not have the report.
Okay. All right. Can we get that for the next meeting, please?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right. If you like right now, what we'll do is we'll have the public comment period. If you mind opening the public comment?
Where do you want to just...
Oh, just to come up.
At this time, the mayor and the council have authorized a public comment period. If you wish to address the council, we ask that you please step forward, state your name and address for the record, and you'll have 2 minutes to address the council.
Come on up. Yeah, right here in the middle. Yep, that's good. We haven't figured out everything that we're setting up yet. This is our second meeting actually here, but go ahead.
It's my first meeting. I'm sorry that on the grievance. I'm Sandy Romeo, the owner of Medical Insurance on 313 19th Street, and I'm here over the garbage smell in the alley. It's been ongoing. I called the DPW, that's what it's called, and they said they assured me there was nothing spilling out of their trucks. They said there was no holes, nothing. I said, listen, like, this smells bad. Like, it smells like a common dump in my alley. And there's just puddles, and it's like gray. And I've been buying pine powder and baking soda and going out there and putting them in the puddles. Every morning, Monday through Friday, the garbage trucks park there to go to Dunkin' Donuts, and they let them idle. Some of them leave them on, they let them idle. The tenant in the back complains to me all the time, and I'm like, you come for your stuff, you know, they leave them running, and the stuff just runs all over. And I don't feel like the extent should be on me if their trucks are good. I mean, I feel like maybe sawdust should be put in the, you know, the holes or whatever. I mean, if it's an ongoing thing, and they assured me that it's the garbage, that when people throw them out, you know, a lot of people don't empty their cans and they throw them in there. And they said that when they crush the garbage and the truck's idle, the garbage just spews out of the back. And I don't know if that's true or not, but I mean, is there something that maybe if they're going to leave their trucks idle for that period of time, maybe they can dump something in their nasty sewage puddles? I don't know.
Well, I think the last time we spoke, we sent the
Nobody came.
sweeper. Nobody came?
No,
They were supposed to be
drove
there that day. I know one of the times that somebody did follow the truck.
I don't think you go to sweeper in that alley, right? Is that all like a shale?
What's that?
Is that your alley shale, right? It's like a shale alley?
I thought it was on the street, Chris. I
It's
apologize.
shale. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
it's between Quick Stop and it's between the two brick buildings.
Yeah, but it's in the alleyway, right?
It's in the
Yeah,
alley
yeah.
on the ground.
The sweeper can't go
No.
in that
I
alley.
thought it was on 19th Street.
No, this is, the truck is being parked in that alleyway. It's in there, yes.
And, you know,
So you can't, a sweeper wouldn't be able to.
Did
No,
it happen,
I
just out
think-
of curiosity, did it happen today by chance? Because you're Thursday then pick up, or you?
honestly, I looked real quick and I didn't see any puddles real
Okay.
quick. But I usually not there cleaning and stuff, and I just didn't go out there today. I want to deal with it. I didn't want to hear from her in the back,
Okay.
you know, because she has issues with them too.
Well, I don't know if you heard earlier, we talked about the repairs that were made to
So
the
there
trucks.
was holes in them.
There is a drain hole
Yeah.
in there, which now has a plug in it. So,
I knew because like I've been at that location for 13 years in October, and I'm not a complainer, folks. I clean the street in front of the business, I do the lawn cleanup on the curbs, and like I maintain the front of my building, and the smell this year has just been really bad, and something's got to be done.
Sandy, this is my, if it happens next time, there's my cell number on there.
So hopefully, there was a problem with the seals and they're fixed.
yes.
Okay, that's all I'm here for. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you, Sandy.
Yep.
There's no one else here to speak as a public comment, then we'll close the public comment period. All right, public comment period is closed. And we'll make a motion for an executive session.
I'll make a motion for an executive session
To discuss the status of collective bargaining.
to discuss the status of collective bargaining.
Okay. Call the roll.
Nope.
Or, I'll second it. Call the roll, please.
Councilman Dawes?
In favor.
Mayor Patricelli?
In favor. All right. Perfect. Yep. We're gonna